Am I live? Can whoever's on there see me right now? They can. Yeah, I'm looking good on this camera. I don't know if it's a filter or what it is. Holy smokes.
You have 4 minutes. Okay, let's do that.
Good. Man, what is with the buttons? Did you color code them on your computer?
Oh,
Did you do that?
It's a little thing that you can get like this.
Okay.
Yeah, and you put it on there. It's for like hackers. You know, I'm a hacker. So.
Are you?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really? What kind of stuff do you have?
Oh, I can hack anything.
Really?
That's crazy.
I had no idea. So you do
Girlfriends' phones and shit.
Really?
I can send I'm saying it all live. I'm gonna exit and text the phone and shut the whole phone.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Holy, you are not a girl to mess with. That's good to know. Holy
Or an
smokes.
email and disable their whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's called the black dot virus.
I'm sure it is.
It's just-
Sounds insane. Jeez.
They're like, wait, Mary's a hacker. Oh,
You two can't hang out. I get her, man. She'll do all sorts
Right?
of stuff.
Exactly.
your whole phone will be just
Yeah, but watch out.
she'll be like, you're over here.
But watch
That's
out.
so crazy. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, it is. They taught us that. And I was like, oh, wow. I mean, I'm supposed to, but you can't.
Did you go to a school for this?
No,
Is
I
there some
taught myself.
underground school or something? You know?
Yeah, I taught myself how to code, so yeah.
Really? So that's what
Website.
all this is. These are codes.
Yeah, so I could do websites, apps, all that.
Really?
Yeah.
How hard is it to do an app?
It's not too difficult. It's about like a 3 to 6 month process, but I could do it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
About
Oh,
3
yeah.
to 6 months to
Yeah.
design one?
Yeah.
To design an app for the 212 challenge, would that be complicated or pretty
No.
simple?
No, it'd be pretty simple.
Because I thought about it. It's funny you bring it up. I was thinking about it on the way here.
Because it's the phone is in their hand.
Yeah, so if somebody's like, yeah, I'd love to do the challenge because I'm not benefiting financially and I'll charge people it's free.
Right.
But if I send it out to them and they got all their tools right there, you know what I mean? It's-
Smart.
yeah.
That's good, and it's access to their phone. So.
Yeah, and right there, and at the end of the day, this provides where I'm in contact with these people and develop some sort of list.
Oh yeah, most
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You can put it where they have to subscribe and all that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's a good idea. What kind of financial investment would that be?
It just depends the difficulty behind it, but I can sit with you and we can map it out how you want it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gonna be insane or nothing like that. Nothing crazy. Maybe 1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
And then it'd be done within 3 months?
Like 3 months. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy.
I work fast.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's something worth talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
I got you.
Yeah, I like that. It could be like videos, me jumping up, talking. They click
Mhm.
on. It's like, hey, this is what you do this day. Da, da, da.
And as long as it's on YouTube format, we can implement it. So
Really?
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's
I got you.
perfect.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. Just tell me when you
I'm
want
the
me to
Jane of
stop.
all trades and shit.
Tell me to stop talking. You're gonna start running this show because I'll yap.
Give us our cue. Just let me
Okay,
know when
cool,
we're ready.
cool.
Also like this. There's not a second left. You know that tomorrow I'm hustling like there's only one more second left of this hustle.
Oh, we got like 20 seconds.
Are you moving out?
Oh, I can't.
Really? You might want to kind of walk around and get some kind of like.
Yo, 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. That's right. I'm your host, DJ Bad Girl. We got the man with the master plan in the building. We're going to formally introduce him. He was with us a year ago. Go ahead, man. Take it away.
What's going on, everybody? Johnny Richardson here. And yes, I'm very excited to be back on again with DJ Bad Girl. It was a little over a year ago and talked a lot about real estate, which still exists, a huge core of our business. But what we've developed over the last year is a challenge, which just challenges yourself. This is a free challenge. So we took a look at it and said, what do real estate agents need? They need a push. What does everybody need out there? They need a push, especially right now with today's age and COVID and everything. Kind of like the black cloud is hanging over. Why not put yourself to the next challenge and push yourself to a new limit mentally, physically, and just being a better person overall?
I love that. I love that. So before we get into the depth of that, let's go back to Johnny from Jersey. Okay.
All right, I'm down.
All right, because you know how it goes. Our mind's business. We're talking about business, but we want to know before real estate, what was Johnny Boy like?
Boy, oh boy, man, I have a lot of stories. How much time we have? Like 8 hours today?
Yeah, we got. You know, because you're a fun guy, so I know you must have been a fun guy.
Yeah, 100%. I've definitely been the life of the party, without a doubt.
Okay.
Now, going back to where I was in Jersey, so my life and career path has definitely evolved.
Really?
So back in Jersey was play hard, party hard, play hard, party hard, and then work hard, obviously.
Really?
So I was the guy who wanted to go out, have a good time. Always ran a great business. I was in the car business for 9 years.
Okay.
Did substantially well. I was amazing at marketing myself. Went into being a truck manager.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But you're not building your own business at that time. So
Sure.
like right now, I'm working 18, 19 hours a day. Then I work 9 to 9s, which was a lot. But on my off time, it's time to have some fun.
So when you have fun, what was your ideal of fun? Were you just,
I grew up
down the vodka? Like, what were you doing? What kind of Johnny did we have here?
So I lived on the beach in Brigantine next to Atlantic City.
Okay.
So which was awesome. I come out, doors open, hitting the beach.
Oh,
It's like, what's going on, whatever day I'm off, Sunday, Monday, whatever it was at that time.
Yeah.
Whether we're hitting the beach for the day,
Okay.
we're hitting the nightclubs at nighttime, the casinos, and having a good old time till the sun was coming up, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
So
100%.
you're the Johnny at the 6 a.m. Johnny.
Oh,
Ready to
yeah,
go
yeah.
to the Dre's after
Yeah,
hours.
that's the way it was.
I love
Definitely 100%.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. So what made you get that 360? Okay, I'm gonna just be more focused. I'm not gonna be the party guy. Or did you just balance it well this time?
I did balance it well.
Okay.
I wouldn't say perfect. Nobody can balance that perfect.
Right.
But I balanced it well.
Right.
But coming out to the West Coast in 2012,
Okay.
after 2 years, I started getting exposed to other people of entrepreneur mindsets.
Got you.
And
Okay.
I didn't see that as much, or maybe I wasn't looking for it or introduced or in the right circle. I think it's combination.
That's what it is usually, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So being out here in Las Vegas, those doors started opening. I was still mixing and mingling and meeting people, all sorts of things.
Right.
But I started getting introduced to the right kind of people.
Nice. Okay.
It's like, hey, you have this energy, you have this gift, you're great with people, you network like crazy. You have all the things that people want to be an entrepreneur and get themselves out there and build something.
Okay.
And I had some mentors along the way. I was like, let me show you the way how to divert your energy from being goofball to doing something that's going to pave your future.
Right. So you just monetized it.
Correct.
You monetized it.
Correct.
And how did you get into platinum? I know it's a kind of a process.
It was
right?
a process.
Okay.
No, it definitely was.
Mm-hmm.
So started my real estate career at a prior brokerage.
Okay.
And I definitely
remember.
put my head out of the turtle shell to where I wanted everybody to notice me.
I know.
And
I remember you called yourself the sexiest realtor in Las Vegas.
Correct.
See, I forget nothing.
Correct. That was my tagline, the sexiest realtor in Las Vegas.
And that works.
It did work.
Very catchy.
I would constantly.
I didn't forget it.
Yes, it did. Definitely.
I love that.
So
So then you don't have the title no more, or do you just?
I'll bring it up.
Or you just
but
tone it down?
I've toned it down. My audience has changed.
So he's the
people.
shark.
Yes, correct.
Right? Okay.
So it's a shark. When I put my head out there, like out of the turtle shell, for example,
Okay.
I had other brokers, leaders, high performers in real estate notice me,
Okay.
and they're like, "Who is this wacky guy?"
Right.
And they notice you, and then they start looking at her like, "Oh, he's brand new, and he produces."
Right. It's all about the numbers.
Yep.
Result driven is the type of guy he is.
Correct.
Now, is there any kind of properties you don't take care of, or I don't know if you want to say, is it host, or how does that work? Is it that you don't manage?
That kind of transactions I don't do is
There
the
you
road
go.
you're going down.
Okay.
No, that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on as far as our company goes.
Mhm.
There are a lot of real estate agents and companies out there. I think it's a mistake to put yourself in a box
Okay.
and say, I will only handle this. No,
Gotcha.
no.
Right.
So we keep ourselves open. So
Mhm.
whether it's somebody coming in that wants a 1-bedroom condo, we're
Mhm.
helping through our operation.
Oh wow.
And whether
Okay.
it's somebody that comes in that has a $2 million property, we're helping through our operation.
Nice.
You know,
nice.
whether it's a luxury high rise, 100%.
Okay.
So I believe the problem with real estate agents, it's I only do this, I do nothing else.
Okay. They
we-
limit themselves.
They limit.
Okay, got
We're not a jack of all trades, but we're a professional and expert in real estate in Las Vegas.
See, that's how you do it.
Yes, yes.
I love that. So, do you have any? I don't know if I can say it. Do you have any wacky stories with, say, meeting people that you're just like, whoa, what happened, or any kind of loose cannons, if you will, any kind of, this is
Yeah,
Vegas
yeah.
people.
So, so
Crazy experiences I've heard from other people.
So as long as it was past a year ago, I can release those stories,
Okay.
not violate any
Yes.
issues with the division.
Okay, good.
So
Right.
so yeah, 100%. We have had crazy ones. I'll give you one. For example, there's a gentleman we had come in. So younger guy claimed to have millions and millions and millions
Are you
of
serious?
dollars. Well, we investigated and it was true.
Okay.
But the problem is every time we wanted to show him property, well, he would call us and say, hey, I got 3 houses. They're all
Yeah.
$2 million, whatever
Yeah.
they were. So naturally, somebody selling a $2 million house, their expectations are pretty high.
That's true.
So when they have a big wagon show up with 5 people and jumping out with blunts and reeking like weed across 2 blocks, that causes an issue because you're telling your sellers like there's nothing to worry about, and everybody's eyes are bloodshot red and they're eating Cheetos walking in and they have the munchies and they're just like googly. Yeah, pretty much. It was gin and juice too, and coming out with gin and juice right out of the car.
Were you floored?
I try and keep my composure at all levels. People tell me like I don't know how you do it, and I just act like nothing's happening. Like, what's the problem here?
Oh,
I'm like, let's keep on moving because it's different strokes for different folks.
How did you handle that one?
In the back of my head, I'm like, this is bananas, man. But I wouldn't let anybody know it. I'm just like, nope, fine. We're just moving ahead. Just keep on rocking.
I'm so
Because human nature, you're just like, what am I getting myself into?
yes.
But you want to give everybody that benefit of the doubt. Some people out there, they indulge in other things and have other lifestyles, but
so were
they
they
do need
rappers? Like, what was the deal?
No, just into a lot of money and just out here goofing off in Las Vegas at the end of the day.
Was
Yeah.
it like legit income though?
Yeah, it
Or
was.
was it
Mhm.
like
Yeah, it was tied up in
serious?
trust. Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, it
wow.
was. So that's why you can't judge anybody a book by the cover.
That's
Some
true.
people, you see someone and you're like, oh, they can't do it. You'd be surprised sometimes they
Yeah,
have the ability to. They might not be competent.
that's true.
Yeah, to where they're making some really weird decisions.
Right.
And as long as you're staying within legalities of real estate in the division, you're fine.
Sure.
But at the same time, sometimes like, holy smokes, what is going on here? What did I do to deserve this? You're doing some prayers at the end of the day.
Right. you're
Why'd
just
you
like-
do this to me?
Right. Now you hire realtors, right? For your
Correct.
company.
Yep.
What's the 5 top traits you look for?
When I'm hiring realtors, I'm looking for somebody who has good work ethic.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice. Okay.
All right.
No laziness.
No laziness. That's huge. I want to know what their work ethic is. When we hire them, we're going to say from a scale 1 to 10, where's your work ethic? If they say anything less than a 10, I'm like, well, why would you rate yourself an 8?
Smart.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why would they? Yeah.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you lazy? Number 1.
Number 2, are they accountable?
Ooh.
And forget about the people that say, why use this to make me accountable, or this person, or you should hold me accountable. No.
No.
Can you hold yourself accountable?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. So they can't be lazy. Gotta have accountability.
Are they coachable?
Are they coachable? Yes. No egos.
Yeah. Ego's not your amigo. It's not going to happen.
That. I'm so silly then.
There you go.
Ego is not your amigo.
Definitely
right?
not.
No I in team.
Yeah.
Got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
And number 4.
There's no I in money either.
I love that. Okay. Number 4.
And then, so coachable.
Okay.
We're looking for work ethic.
Okay.
So we're looking for somebody that's accountable. And
Okay.
we're looking for somebody also at the same time that you can train.
Oh.
So when I say train, the reason why I bring this up
Yeah.
is because you work with a lot of people you see in real estate and other industries. They're like, oh, I said that. Oh, I said that. Oh, I do that. Oh, I do that.
Really?
You're not being very trainable if you're telling me you do that and you're not getting results. You have to allow yourself to be open and be trained, whether it's
Right.
retrained or polishing up
Correct.
your tools of everything else.
Correct. Correct.
Yes.
So if they come with the I know,
Oh,
do you
yeah.
still give them a chance, or do you just let them know, like, listen, the I know thing is
No.
not going to work, or you just cutthroat?
Yeah, I'm straight to the point. I'm like, well, if you know it all, you should be sitting here right now, to be honest. Yeah, I should be interviewing for a job with you. Yeah, I'll give it to you straight up. Yeah, yeah. I'll
That's
mess
the no
around.
holds bar, Johnny Gangster.
Yeah.
Johnny. I love that.
Yeah, I love that fun, have a good time, not joke around more than anybody else. But when it comes down to business
You're
and training,
so
development, I'm like, let's go.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Damn. Now, how do they take that when you let them? You let them know.
Well,
Does
I
some
give
get
it-
combative or like.
Yeah, I give it to them right from the first time I meet them. I say, here's the deal. I said, you may you're going to probably interview multiple brokers. Either way, we part as friends or we join a partnership.
Nice.
So, but if you become a part of this brokerage,
Yeah.
have you ever watched any Navy SEALs movie? Yeah, I love that stuff. Well, that's what this is. I'm like, you are going to Bud's training camp. Do you understand? I'm like, I don't tolerate being late. I don't want to tolerate, because that's a 5th one as far as what's your timing. Are you prompt? Are you
Oh,
showing
time
up early?
efficiency.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
So,
they
'cause
can't
that's-
be late. Yeah. That's
Uh-huh.
everything though. Time is money though.
100%. Yeah, definitely.
It
It
can be
is.
a
It
whole deal.
literally is.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's a little
People say that, but
cliche,
it's real.
but it's real as can be. You're 5 minutes late. Think about it. You show up 5 minutes late for a client where timing is the most important thing. It was a $30,000 commission. What'd you just do? Did you burn that client? Did you burn my marketing money? Did you say, oh, well, I'll get the next one. Sorry, Johnny. Sorry, Mr. Client. Sorry, my wife and my kids that need food. And now
Right.
they're sitting there cooking some scrambled eggs across a candle.
So, right. Some cheese. Some grilled cheese in this.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So those are the top 5.
Yeah, 100%.
And how many realtors do you have at the moment?
Right now we
You have a
have,
smaller team.
yeah,
right?
it is 100%. So we have 3 full-timers, 2 part-timers. Take it back when we met before.
Yeah.
So that was 15.
Okay.
We actually downsized incredibly.
Really?
We downsized,
Uh-huh.
then we put all our work into our systems,
Okay.
our marketing, our
Nice.
compliance, customer satisfaction,
Wow.
and we drove everything we had into that. And we
Okay.
actually hired more staff
Okay.
and then kept and hired a certain allotment of realtors.
Mm-hmm.
And what I found is the ones, if I have this small group, the ones that are in it to win it,
Mm-hmm.
6-figure producers, mindset to go bigger and better every single day, rather than having 20 that are like, I'll do a little here or
Mediocre.
there. It burns my time out completely because they're not serious.
True.
Yeah, they're not-
wasting your time.
Yeah, right now where we're ranked is 93 out of 18,000.
Whoa.
So we're kicking the butt on people that have 20 agents on their team. We're
Oh.
beating them.
You're in the top.
So with those small allotment of
That's good.
agents because of our system,
Really? So how many agents registered would you say we have here?
18,000 plus. It's over 18,000. Especially with
18,000.
COVID, it went up because there's agents that are diving into the business right now.
Really? And how do you
Yeah.
feel like market wise? And we were talking about that on the phone, I don't know, like
Yeah.
Cali or the East Coast, what's doing well right now at the market?
What's doing well, like right here in Las Vegas?
Yeah, 'cause like COVID
anything,
and all
yeah, anything that's between 300,000 to even up to $2 million is moving.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's on the move right now. Our
That's some people
shortage.
with some money, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
mean-
California traffic, our shortage of inventory,
Okay.
interest rates being low. These are all items that are driving our business
Right.
and keeping us like COVID. People, I get calls and they're like, "Oh, you got to be starving." I'm like, "We've never been busier." Yeah,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You're
It's
like, who you
insane.
telling?
Yeah, I'm like, we never. No, we're not taking breaks. We're actually working more.
Really? What's
Yeah.
your day look like? Like, take us through Johnny's day from the time you wake up and you're like, you are sexy. Right.
Do
From
you-
that point, what happens?
Do you want me to incorporate the challenge steps I do in there in that day?
Yes.
You want to
yes.
hear that?
That's
Okay.
perfect. Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
I love it.
So waking up, I'm going to wake up between 4 and 4:30 in the morning. I say between
Yes.
4 and 4:30 because, there's just a push certain
I'm
mornings
a
where I
4
need that.
o'clocker too.
Yeah.
She's a 4 o'clocker too.
So bingo,
Yeah.
right there.
There you go.
You get up before the sun's up. So we're rocking. So at that point there, when I get up,
Uh-huh.
part of the challenge, I'm right away doing 2 gratitudes in the mirror, writing in a
Okay.
journal. What am I grateful for that day?
Okay.
I'm committing to giving myself 100% that day, and I'm writing it down.
Okay.
I'll take my weight and a progress picture before I leave to that bathroom.
Okay.
Now-
so is it a selfie kind of thing, or you're timing it?
Mirror. I'll do
Oh,
a mirror.
mirror. Okay,
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll take it right in the mirror. Go click.
I was like, is your girl taking it? She's
Ah.
like, come on, Johnny, turn.
Try and get her there. She pushes a little bit longer, like 10 extra minutes. In there.
Nice.
So, but
Okay, so you got the progress.
yeah, I'll do
picture.
the progress picture at that point. Now,
Okay.
if I'm my trainer that day, I'll go to our home office and I'm going to work till like 6:30.
Oh wow.
So I'm writing down my 5 tasks for that day I'm going to complete.
You write them down.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm going to write 5 money
I
making
love that,
activities.
man. Okay.
Yeah, so this way during the day, think about it. How many times do we
Yeah.
say we have to, I got to get this done, this done, this done, and we're pulled off track because this person calls,
Thank
a
you.
friend has an issue.
Yeah.
But if we have it written down and we're checking and checking and checking, we're doing multiple things. We're making sure we attack it, that we make time.
Right.
Subconsciously,
Mhm.
we're having small wins all throughout the day.
There you go.
So what does that do to us? That puts us in a position to where I'm a winner. I'm doing something great.
That's right.
Our-
Building confidence.
100%. And that's
Wow.
all it takes.
That's right.
Because most people are like, oh, that's just like, oh, I had to, go visit my aunt and take care of her medicine. That's a task.
right.
You feel good. Your subconscious mind's more powerful than your conscious.
That's
It's telling
right.
your mind, I helped my family. I did something great. Let's get the
Nice.
next one. Let's get another one.
Wow. So it just drives you every day to do harder. bigger
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Okay.
Because think about it. How many times do we get pulled aside at 7:30 at night? It's like, man, I meant to do this. Man, I meant to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. And then one day is the next and the next
True,
and the next.
true.
And before you know it, it's a month later. And
you
poor
still
grandmom doesn't have her meds. Yeah.
Then you get the generics.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. So you're at 6 a.m. already did 2 hours or an hour of work that people are still asleep,
Correct.
right?
Mhm.
So then from there, do you have like business meetings? Are you meeting with doing like
Depending on it, I do occasionally because if it's an East Coast meeting, I'll run it right there because 6
Oh,
o'clock's going to
virtual.
be
Okay.
9 for them, and I do that. I'll probably do 1 or
Nice.
2 of those a week,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then I'll go through my 5 money making activities. What am I doing? It's either in real estate.
Mhm.
I have a listing appointment. I have
Five
to.
money making activities.
Mhm.
Okay. Can
What's-
you give us like an example just so we know?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
let's say it's Mr. Robinson, for example.
Mhm.
He's like, I need my listing taken care of. Can you come over, see my property, sit down with me? That's an appointment. That's generating income.
Got
I'm
you.
sitting with him. I'm signing the listing. I'm marketing at that point.
I like that. Okay.
Mhm. It might be as far as somebody's current listing where I'm putting a marketing website together to blast out the marketing material to get me to the buyer that will generate the escrow, which
Yeah.
generates income. They're all activities that lead to direct cash.
Oh wow.
Now, what
Okay.
should really happen is your 5 tasks, you may have work tasks
Yeah.
that are eventually transferring to this side.
Right.
Oh, let me make a call to Mr. Robinson, check in on him. You're
Gotcha.
doing contacts in there besides regular stuff like your grandma. I make jokes, but serious too.
Right.
So that transfers over here. What you find,
Got you.
if we're doing all those activities and we're
Mhm.
doing that on a regular basis, they
Mhm.
compound because now you're
Right.
staying so on top of your game, it generates more referrals. I have people that say to me, or like Johnny, people in their 50s and 60s, like, I don't know anyone that can remember all this stuff. It's not because I have great memory.
Yeah.
It is pretty awesome. I'm just so superior.
Hey,
But-
that's his humble side.
But because I'm tracking it, I'm staying
Yeah.
systematic with it.
Wow.
And that there is positioning me so I'm on top of all of those
So like
items.
30 days, you must have a lot of money making.
Activities,
goals
a
here.
ton.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then by the end of your day, what's the end of your day? Are you like a early, you go to sleep early?
No,
Or are
yeah.
you like
In the
late?
morning, I'll read 10 to 20 pages of self-development reading.
Okay.
That sets up your day as well.
And that is so motivating too.
Oh
right?
yeah, that's gonna. Think about like starting off when you wake up, we're tired, and
Yeah.
this. When you do all these concrete positive things for yourself and start checking them off
Correct.
before most people are up,
Right.
you're setting yourself in a position to win. By the time
True.
10 a.m. hits, you've already finished more things than most people get done in their
That's
day.
right. That's
You're
right.
actually working on your second day.
right.
you're
You're
on-
already ahead.
Yeah, you 100%. You're ahead of them. And to
That's
get
right.
back to your question, as far as the end of the day,
Yeah.
I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Between 9:30 to 10:30 is my golden ticket to get to bed, depending
like,
on
that's
my
it.
nighttime workout.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you
It-
work out twice in that
Twice.
day. I read your program.
Mhm.
I was telling her, and she's like, "Oh man, 45 a day." I said, "Twice a day." She's
Twice a
like,
day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, the reason why it's there. You can't do that all the time,
Right.
but to
right.
do it through this challenge is to put yourself in a mindset
Yeah.
to where no matter what you have to push through
Mhm.
and push your body to the absolute limit, you
There
can
you
do
go.
it. So
Yeah.
this way, when you're faced with other obstacles in life, they might be emotional. It might be something with work.
Yeah, sure.
You know, let's say you're renting space and the landlord goes upside down, everything's shut down, they take your equipment.
Yeah.
That you're forming yourself with such confidence, nothing
That's
will
true.
knock you off your game.
That's
Zero.
True. And that's true. They could shut this whole thing down, and I know how to. Just
It could
do
happen to me.
I could do
Yeah.
it from home if I want to.
Yeah, yeah.
I really
you
could.
have the mindset to where you're not going to let that mess up your day. You got a game plan. You're not going to mess around.
That's right.
Like the Mike Tyson fight was last night. and-
Two uncles.
Yeah.
Fighting it out.
Yeah. And there's something he said, they brought it up last night. They said everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. You know what I mean? If you think about that with life,
That's true.
you're like, it's a punch in the face. Keep on moving. Keep
And
on
it
moving.
hits you hard.
It does.
Combos you too. You know. That's so
It does.
I love that. Now, my biggest question is, because we have a lot of people that listen, what's the top 5 books you would recommend for people to just get motivated? Your top 5 that you like or suggest?
Or suggest,
Yeah.
I would say go with Total Focus.
Okay, Total Focus. I'm
Yeah.
like, hold on, I'm gonna write it down. Okay, good, because I love to read. So.
Yeah, all right. That's a perfect one
Total
right
Focus. Okay,
and besides that, Think and Grow Rich.
I read that one, Napoleon Hill.
Yep, correct. They have a lot of different
Yes.
versions. The impacted version's definitely the way to go.
Okay,
Yep,
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and
All
Grow
right.
Rich. Containing Fears. And I might be messing the word containing up.
Okay.
So that the
Fears.
same person that wrote Total Focus wrote that book.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, but there's a Navy SEAL guy.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
those are really good books.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
2 more.
How
How about 10x? You like 10x?
Yeah,
still?
that's
Yeah.
100%. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah, 10X is a great one to go with. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
And what's your last one? Like your favorite?
I would say Ray Dalio Principles. That book there will teach you where I talk about systems
Mhm.
will allow you. It's a pretty thick read.
Systems are
And
in place. And
100%.
That's how a business works. If there's no system in place, it
Correct.
doesn't work.
Well,
I
think
said
about
this
it.
so many
Life,
times.
period. If things aren't systematic in a relationship and you're defying it, see your pants. Oh, you go out to dinner once every 5 months and maybe it'll work. I don't know why this isn't working. We haven't done nothing nice in like a year. You know what I mean? You want to keep it fresh and do something fun and exciting
There
at
you
dinner.
go.
You know, a little
I
bit of
love it.
roses and sexy wear. Yeah, hint, hint.
I love it. So now we're gonna get into the other Johnny here.
Ah!
You can't escape it, but we're gonna go to a song, one of his favorite joints, and we'll come back to see. We're don't know all about the Johnny, the sexy Johnny? Let's get it, y'all. Don't go nowhere.
Rock and roll.
I love it. That's so hilarious. I love it.
Oh, good stuff. Good
Yes,
stuff.
that's great. I'm gonna do a video for Instagram.
Yeah, 100%. I'm down.
I'll let them know that you're here.
Yeah.
You're hilarious. It's always fun with you.
There you go. It's always a good time, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Taking it.
All right, cool. So I'm just gonna put you on.
Okay.
Just let them know who you are to tune in right now and to hear about coming up next. We're gonna talk about the 212 being extensive, what we can hold people accountable for, all those details.
All those little ones. How long do you want the video?
Until it like stops. It's just a few, like a minute or so.
About a minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
All right. Ready and go ahead.
What's going on? I'm out here with DJ Bad Girl today, coming on live. I tell you what, if you're looking for something that's going to get you committed, you're going to hit higher levels in 2021. You want to start right now. There is no time to waste, folks. My name is Johnny Richardson. I developed 212, Turn Up the Heat, to help and assist people free. This is not something I charge for to get in a better physical condition and get in a better mental condition, to be a better version of yourself overall, so you're crushing it at your job, you're crushing it as an entrepreneur, you're crushing it physically, that people around you will start asking you what the heck you're doing. I simply wanted to do this, develop this, to help and assist people in our community in Las Vegas and nationwide, worldwide at the end of the day, just to be better people and be a dynamic person in your community. Tune in. We're going to be live. It's going to be insane. Make it 212, whatever you do, folks.
Hey, I love that.
Good job.
Like
I love that. That's cute.
it.
Woo! All right, this is gonna be fun.
Good stuff. I'm digging it.
I love it. It's always fun here.
Yeah, it's good
Interviews
stuff.
are not so serious.
No, it's good. Yeah.
Because usually what I learned in radio, because I've done it 9 years now, people do interviews so cut and dry.
Yeah.
That it's almost like people are like feel stiff and nervous.
Oh, yeah.
But if you,
Yeah.
what they say is they want our guests to be personal. You know, like
Yeah.
this is the real deal. So if I could get you on a professional level and then on the funny level, people love both.
Yeah, they say this guy's relatable.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Versus-
actual person.
versus
Rather
like,
than
yes.
how would you answer this question, sir? I'll go with A.
I'll just do it. I was like, a minute, I was gonna offer him a shot, but I was like, I'm gonna keep
No,
going.
I stopped drinking. I would go for it.
Really?
Yeah, for a year.
Oh.
I'm past 1 month. The challenge you don't
Plus, I
drink
saw
at
the
home.
212, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay.
I took a break from it because there's so much we're doing. I'm like, nothing's taking me. Alcohol. I love to drink. First of all, I love to party, but it slows me down at the end of the day.
Really?
I'll be tired later. I'll be tired tomorrow. Yeah. Because I see him when I walked in, I'm like, oh man, I wish I was drinking still.
That's why I'm like, I got the shot.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure you have people that need it, right? Get that job when
Oh
they get
yeah,
on.
when they get on, because they get nervous.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
sure.
Go ahead, it's all good.
Give them that liquid.
Yes. How you like the Power X?
It's good.
It's no
You know, it
crack.
has a
When it's
bite.
cold, it's better. Next time we'll just go next song. It's fine. Yeah, it's good when it's cold. Actually,
It kind of has because some of these they're kind of fruity. This does have a little bite to it, like Red Bull does.
Yeah.
You know, very similar.
It's really good. It pushes like.
Yeah,
Oh,
use them a lot.
Oh yeah, he's our sponsor, so he's great. Yeah.
He's right in Vegas,
He's in California.
is he?
Yeah, so no artificial sugar. Yeah, he's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a whole case back there.
Are you? You're all souped up with them, huh?
Yeah. He hooks it up. And then you put it with the vodka, people love it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
They're like, hey, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. How many minutes do we have on the song? This a song you like?
Yeah. This is like my jam. That's Katie. I'm like hitting it up all day long.
3 minutes? Okay.
Well, I get on to like certain songs. Like I'll listen to a song literally like 10 times a day.
Really?
I'm dead serious.
This isn't a replay.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Over every
Yeah.
time I get in the car, it's kind of it's almost like a bad habit because about a year ago I programmed myself where I just listen to books, and then just
Me
recently,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm reading,
Because I'm so busy,
2
I'm like
books.
listening. Yeah. It could be hours I'm listening.
Yeah, so I'll do that, but then I'm like, man, I could be listening to a book instead of listening to this. But I'm like, I got to discipline myself. So I want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I get to treat myself with a song to the gym. When I'm at the gym, I got to listen to my book and
Yeah.
then listen to a song when I come back.
Nice.
Because you got to, music gets you going.
Yeah. Usually I do cool stuff on the show. I didn't want to go too crazy because it's a business show. Because my other show was real crazy. But there's other segments that I would usually do, but we keep it in real cool. How you like it so far?
I'm digging it. Yeah, I like your format with it. Yeah, it's good.
Cool. So what I'll ask next, just so you just think ahead, the 5 traits of what makes an entrepreneur. And also,
They're so what? Emotional? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's true.
Because you can make the wrong decision
Based off
And
emotion.
I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
then it leads to bad decisions. I'm like,
Yeah.
can you break that down?
I get, yeah.
Right? Maybe so over about stuff. I'm like, you're gonna make the wrong business decision and get too emotional on one deal or anything. You gotta just be open. When they get sponsorship for the show, they're like, oh, this person didn't want to sponsor me. I'm like, you can't lose your mind over one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta be. I can't be emotional about anything, especially
Yeah.
if the deal doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just move on. It holds people back. No, it's a good one.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to explain that. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely relates to a lot of parts of business.
yes. That's so important. I'm having trouble explaining that to people.
Really?
They don't get it, yeah.
They don't get it.
Yeah,
Get
'cause they
tied
freak
up.
out.
Well, that's what people do is one deal goes bad and they're so caught up in here.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
because we'll just talk all day.
You got it.
All right. Okay. Hey, 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. I'm your host, DJ Bagger. We got Johnny Richardson Jr. in the building.
What's
And his
going
lovely
on?
girl.
Yes.
She's like, don't put me on.
Ah,
You gotta acknowledge
she's
the
over
beauty in the
here.
room, you know?
She's over here. She's over
here.
here. Yeah.
She is so
Yes,
supportive.
Mrs. Sharp.
Better than that. There you go, Mrs. Shark. I love that. So now, the top 5 things we could say an entrepreneur has to have, trait-wise.
Okay. I would say number 1
Mm-hmm.
is not afraid to take risks.
Ooh.
Yeah. As far as an
love
entrepreneur, you
that.
have to take risks.
Okay.
And I'm not telling somebody to go out and take all their money out and put it on black tonight and hope to double their income and put it into marketing.
You're right.
You know what I mean? There's opportunities that come up there. I mean, there's a million opportunities
Mm-hmm.
that have came up and we went in and we failed. And you learn. You can't come out of your mom's womb and be running the marathon. You're going to crawl, bump your head, get stitches, start walking,
There you
or else none of the babies would end up running. We'd be walking as human
Or
beings
crawl.
or crawling all over.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Process.
the way life works. Entrepreneurship isn't separated. You have to take risks.
Okay, that's number 1. Great. That's a great one. All right. Number 2.
Number 2 is having a business that's systematic. If you
Ooh.
come in and
Yeah.
you're going to be, okay, I worked for casinos. They told me to clock in at 9, leave at 5, and now I'm a business owner and I'm selling a product and I'm just going to throw it up against the wall and people should just buy it. You have to think like that casino that employed you. What is your system? If you're not diving in and taking some kind of courses or some kind of mentorship or getting advice from somebody that has done it,
Thank you.
to put a system in place, it's never going to drive itself. There's nothing that exists without a system.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah,
Good
that's
one.
like, I mean,
They
that's
can't just
key.
throw it in the air and hope it works.
No, and you'll make some commissions and you'll make some money that way, but it'll never be predictable.
Oh,
You'll never be
Okay.
able to say, okay, I put this in and this is going to come out. No, you're just going to be toss and toss. Oh, got one. Oh, toss and got one. And that's no way to live your life. Because eventually,
Unpredictable.
you're
Yeah.
burnt out at the end of the day.
Ooh,
That one's tough.
that's a good point though. I love that. All right, number 3.
Number 3 is going to be as far as not getting emotional.
Hey.
Yeah, not being emotional when it comes to business. One of the biggest things I see with people that are entrepreneurs, especially real estate, is they get involved in a deal, whether you're going to make 5,000 or 50,000 or maybe even $1 million off of that
Right.
deal,
Right.
and something doesn't work out, and you're at a loss. You put 1 year in, you put 2 months in, and you did not get it. It's time to brush it aside, keep moving forward. Because if you're going to get caught up and emotional and you take it personal that person
Yes.
wanted to hurt you, which is not the case,
Right.
because all you're doing at that point is hurting yourself
That's right.
and your business and whatever you're creating. You're not going to complete creating it because
Right.
you're just going to be sobbed up in the corner and everything else. Like think about it. If you're dating out there and meeting people and you're the guy crying in the corner, nobody wants to talk to you.
No. he's the
Like get
one.
over it. Nobody's going to want to do business with you if you're sobbing around. It's the same thing.
It's so unattractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could say if someone gets involved in, say, a $50 million deal, if it is at the loss or whatever happens, you just got to move to the next. There might be a bigger deal on the table, right?
Correct.
$100 million waiting for you.
Exactly. You never know. Sometimes things happen for a reason.
Thank
They really
you.
do. Sometimes, a lot of times, they don't even make sense. But I try and put my belief in that, even though it's tough sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
I shouldn't even say we're trying. Push in that direction
That's good.
to where you just want to say, keep on going. It's okay.
Right.
Things will go south. Because here's the deal in
Yeah.
business: if
Yeah.
you're not having some downfalls, you're not doing enough business.
Thank you.
Because none's perfect.
No.
It
It's not
isn't-
smooth all
yeah.
the time. Yeah.
There's going to be some sort of downfall in some way.
Right. Okay.
Definitely.
And number 4.
Don't hire friends.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't hire friends, and that's tough for a lot
Can
of
you
people.
elaborate on that? Okay.
Yeah,
And why? What do
so-
you say?
The working relationship and
Mhm.
and your friendship relationship will get intertwined.
Mhm.
To tell yourself that it doesn't, it will. If it doesn't in the beginning, it does in the middle or in the end,
Uh-huh.
and it causes a lot of problems because. As a human being, we want to do the best thing. Let's say we have a friend, we have a promotion,
Yeah.
and we have somebody that we never had a relationship with.
Yeah.
Your friend is good, but this person is excellent. Your friend's trying really hard and it's like, come on, I'm doing everything. But you know they're not there yet.
Right.
You know they aren't. But this person's better. Well, you go ahead and promote the other person. You know either way, you made a business decision.
Right.
And out of your control, your friend has animosity. Like, why couldn't you give that to me? Now, this person, you didn't even know. I was with you hitting on girls in 3rd grade. We've been together so long, forever. We were like peanut butter and jelly. And you didn't give me that promotion. You're such a jerk. And now you have cancer in your operation.
Oh,
You know
so
what I
now
mean?
you have the bad seed in there.
Yeah. And that bad seed will grow.
And then they
You
tell
just
the
planted
others
it.
and try to
Oh,
poison
yeah.
the rest.
Heck yeah.
Ooh.
Heck yeah, you will definitely that seed is gonna you are better off now that and I'm not saying that I've been perfect. I went through the mistakes
So you know.
where I hired friends. And now when it comes to points when friends come in
Uh-huh.
and they want to get hired, I would rather because there's other great brokers in Vegas
Sure.
say, hey, I know a guy that's amazing. I want to put you with him. He's gonna train and develop you.
He's better than me.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll just be like, listen, because it doesn't work with our friendship. We're friends. Because
Yeah.
here's the deal: if we weren't friends, it'd be a different conversation. What do you want me to tell you? I'm going to X you as a friend and just have you as an employee. Like, we end our friendship. That would be kind of weird, Yeah, as far as that goes, don't hire them. Yeah, bad
Yeah.
news.
And when you did hire them, and that you went through that. Did you keep the relationship or no? Or did it go sour bad?
A majority went south.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one even that did hold together. There was a handful of them. Actually,
Really?
yeah, I can say minimum one. But most of them, animosity happens, frustration. Then it's uncomfortable. Even if
Yeah.
you're attempting, like I always attempt to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just super attractive.
Hey.
But
I love it.
but a lot of people, they take it so personal. You're like, you burnt me, you did this, that's
Wow.
horrible, and they think, and really, I was trying to save the relationship.
Right.
You know,
But
I'm
they
like,
kept on.
kept on and just continued, and everything happens for a reason.
That's
Just
true.
like they said, you're going to progress based off of what you have in your circle,
That's
based
true.
off of whatever aquarium you put yourself in
That's
is going to be
true.
your growth.
Your network. I mean, your network. How do they say your
Net worth is your network.
That's
Yeah,
right.
100%. And if it goes south like that was meant to be,
Damn.
that person wasn't meant to be in your life.
That's true. And number 5, what would you say?
Number 5 would be stay to your word.
Ooh.
So no matter in business,
Y'all heard
stay to your word.
Stay to
Stay to your word no matter what it is. Sometimes
Yeah.
you put a commitment in and you realize it costed you money.
Mhm.
Well, guess what? You're better off paying the money
Ooh.
because you're going to piss people off.
Yes.
Yeah, if you don't like whatever it is, if you said, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be
Yeah.
here, I'm
Mhm.
going to provide this bonus, whatever it is,
Keep your word.
keep your word at the end of the day. Even if you figured out it was
Yeah.
the wrong decision,
Yes.
the fact that you kept your word,
Means more.
it
Oh.
does. And people don't forget that. Because here's something else that's important. People will forget what you say. They'll forget what you do. They'll remember how you made them feel.
Yes.
And when you
yes. Boom. Hit
break
that
your,
down.
it happens. Think about it. This person got me so mad. Well, what they do, I don't know what they did, but I just remember being really upset.
Mm,
They will remember that feeling
nice.
every time.
That's true. You're
Mhm.
right about that. That's right. Now, how do you feel? What does this mean to you? We'll throw these out there, okay? Not all money is good money. What does that mean to you?
Well, it might be a bad deal. It might be you're doing a deal with an unethical person.
Ooh,
Who knows? Let's say they're leveraging money through.
yeah.
You know, I'm really big into Underground Operation Railroad.
Yes.
Let's say they're leveraging money through sex trafficking.
Mm,
That's not really good money. You know what I mean?
And that's bad karma too. I
Yeah,
think.
that's not good. Yeah, you're taking money and doing whatever you're selling, buying, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and
that's
you know
a bad
this is their
thing.
business. You're supporting that. That would not be good money.
That's right. That's right. Now, how do you feel about difficult, say, I don't want to say clients, but in that realm? Well, you already know, like in the first 2 steps or 3 steps, like I want to deal with them or not. Like myself, if I see a personality, they come in and they're very egotistical, like I will make your station what it is. I'm like, nope, I can't deal with them, because they're
Yeah.
gonna ruin the whole operation,
Yeah.
Ego. So how would you know, like that's not the person for you in real estate?
So when it comes to real estate, we keep them
Yeah.
on a short leash. If it doesn't work out, we bury them in the back.
What the stuff? I'm gonna dig it for you. I got you.
No, we'll keep them on a. So there's a lot of accountability that's tied into our when we train people.
Okay.
For one, they're required
Nice.
to read 1 book per month,
Oh,
required to write a summary at the end of the month,
oh,
and that summary will be how they applied it to their self and their business.
I like
That's
that.
always a really good red flag because if
That's good.
I will know if they're like, oh, Johnny, I'm not making the time to read it. Oh, I'm doing my best. I'm so busy.
Wow.
That tells me they're not interested in developing themselves and applying another skill set. So I already know that this is not a person for growth. They just want to get by.
Oh,
That's a big one right there.
that's so big. I'm getting a lot of ideas.
Yeah,
Like,
see? It works.
I need to put a training program up in here
Yeah.
and just gauge them. Okay. How do you feel about people, if they have, I don't think so because he's a nice guy, take shots at you on social media in business, if they're jealous or whatever? How do you handle that?
I actually embrace it. I kind of love it now.
Yes, that
Because
hater.
just like they say, there isn't any bad exposure
Thank you.
when you get, because think about this. So
Yeah.
when you go to a good restaurant, you're like, oh, that's pretty good. You're not telling everybody. You'll tell a random person.
Yeah.
If you have a bad one and find a cockroach in your steak, you're telling everybody. Oh my God, that place was the worst. You love talking about it, the gossip. So if
Yes.
somebody is mad or doesn't like my marketing, which has happened,
Yes.
and
Really?
they talk about it. I did
How
an
dare
ad.
y'all?
I did an ad about 3 years ago. This was a funny one. It was a picture of me in a suit, and then the other side was in a bikini
Mhm.
with big muscles. and it was on the back of taxi cabs in Vegas, and it says, "New home builds are sexier. Contact Johnny."
Nice.
And man, it was
I love
quiet.
it.
Some realtors took a picture and put on a group of like 15,000 agents in Vegas, and they went crazy. I'd say 70% thought it was awesome and funny. 30% were attacking me, calling my broker.
Are
Yeah,
you serious?
but it did get my name out there.
Yes,
the
and
ones
then,
talking
why
crap.
people take such things so personal?
I think it was because my body looks so great.
Probably
They're
because you
like,
look better
yeah.
than them.
Yeah,
You have
it's
a
probably
nicer
like,
back.
man, it's so screwed up, that guy. He's blessed with all these good looks. It's so
And we're
unfair.
so overweight. And we smell bad.
That's what it really was.
They wanted to have your swag.
Yeah,
They liked
yeah,
the way
like-
it fit on you. in the
Yeah,
back.
exactly. This guy, unbelievable.
What? So how did you handle that? Did you feel bad or were you just like
Nope,
the
kept
audacity?
cruising. Cruising.
You couldn't even phase you.
No, wasn't even. Yeah, because the ones that loved me actually stuck up for me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I landed
That's
in
great.
Vegas from Mexico, and somebody said, "Johnny, somebody put up a post, and it's only been up 30 minutes, and you already have like 1,100 comments." It was like wildfire.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it was building up.
Really?
So I learned to embrace at that point. You want to say that you think something's silly with me? Good. Tell everybody. So you look me up.
Just take my number down so
Yeah.
that they could call me.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Okay, so now would you take any legal action on the side of like if they start trying to hurt your business, like your operations or anything? Would you do that?
Well,
or-
if I had to, yeah.
Okay.
If it was somebody that was deliberate trying to take me down, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, defamation of character.
Thank
I mean,
you.
and I have friends that work on the legal side, and we've had
Oh,
these meetings
nice.
in preparation. God forbid.
Yeah.
They have to be pretty dramatic to go that direction to where
Yeah.
they're like calling clients of mine and doing
Ooh.
aggressive stuff. So
Yeah,
a post
to ruin
really
you.
won't do that.
Yeah.
A post or a negative comment, they have to really go out of their way.
Mhm.
But what we built over the last 3 years and put all our hard work into,
Mhm.
my fiance, Mrs. Shark, and me, we just work day in and day night. If somebody's
Oh.
going to go out of their way to destroy that, I mean, we're not messing around.
I mean, he's gonna send
Yeah.
his girl after you.
Yeah.
She's a gangster.
She's the
too.
fighter. Yeah, don't worry about my muscles. She's the one. She's in there doing CrossFit 15 times a week. So
CrossFit ain't
yeah,
no joke.
yeah, she's throwing
Ooh.
barbells around like they're toothpicks. It's
Are you
ridiculous.
serious? CrossFit? No, I'm for real. It's like, isn't it like 100 reps or something? It's just, I'm scared of her. Y'all don't mess with her. We're gonna go to a song and we're gonna be right back. We're gonna end this. It's gonna be super fun. Don't go nowhere, guys. Mind your business. That's awesome. That's so awesome. All right. So we got questions here from people on
Really?
Instagram. Yeah, so you don't mind? I'll ask you when we come
No,
back.
you're fine. You're good. You're good to go.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
That's so fun. I love it. And then we'll end with the 212.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. 100%. No, I like this period because
Yeah.
we're hitting all areas. It's super cool.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be like innovative in a sense to like where about the traits and what you're looking for and just to get your mindset on that. 'Cause a lot of people don't know, like, how does he think or what does he think about this? Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. No,
So
I like it. I
it's
dig it.
It's gonna be fun.
How many followers do you have on your Instagram now?
We have let's see, I was just about to go to that. So we have 2,500 on the station and then 23 on mine. So
On yours, and you leverage
Yeah.
both.
yep.
Are
It's
you?
all
Are we on
organic, so we
Instagram Live with this as well? Do you have live on there?
No, that's the only one we don't have on there because it doesn't support it. But we have Twitch, we have YouTube, Periscope, we have
And you have YouTube Live.
YouTube.
And how many subscribers do you have on YouTube?
Right now, let's see. I think it'll let me see after because I don't want to go in.
No,
and
it's
just
okay.
go
I
live,
want you
but
to mess it
but
up.
I could send it to you.
Yeah, I'm curious because there was
Yeah.
last year when I was trying to do. I was doing a lot more lives. I was just thinking about today.
Those are cool.
They work,
They
and
do work.
they
really
do.
They do.
but YouTube said only you need 1,000 at least subscribers. To my understanding, is that correct?
Yes, 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And then you can monetize it.
then you can, yeah,
Get paid.
yeah, and then you're good to go.
Oh yeah, it's good money too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh yeah.
Really?
There's a guy I know that his name is Caleb. He's 20 years old. He makes 7 figures.
And where's he at?
He's in
California?
Miami.
Oh, wait.
Oh, thank you. He's in Miami.
Is he? What's his specialty?
YouTube automation. So he knows how to monetize YouTube. That's his thing.
So what's he teach courses on it? Is that
Yeah.
is that what he does?
Yeah, it costs like 20 G's.
Damn, that's a lot for his course. No wonder he's at 7 figures. Holy shit.
I know. I was like, if I had 20,000, I'd pay him because that'd be, people are making like 26,000.
I know. I've heard it's one thing we haven't. We have.
Like,
We have. I don't know if I told you, but we have a training coaching program for real estate now. So we have
Really?
that as well.
That's great. We
So-
can touch on that.
Yeah. So we teach realtors how to sell real estate from the ground up. It's an online platform, and then I do
How
once.
much does that cost you?
Dude, I made this. Sorry, I didn't say dude, but
No, you're good.
What
I
I think Stop saying that. You're
we
messing me
have
up.
like 1 minute and then we have 10 minutes left.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I made it dirt cheap for people. They can
Really?
get in and they can buy the whole program for less than $700 for the
Oh,
year.
that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, can't
I
beat
mean,
that.
it's less than $60 a month.
Yeah. it's
And
an
they get
investment.
live coaching with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's an investment. They gotta see
Yeah.
it that way. You know,
Yep.
the ones that are like, right? They don't want to invest in themselves. They
Yeah.
just say, I'm broke. Ain't no excuse to be broke.
No.
I
No.
mean,
It's true.
find a way. Pawn some shit, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, that's the truth. Gotta wash some cars. Yeah.
Wash some cars, some
Whatever it
scooters,
takes.
Whatever the fuck.
You could do anything.
Wash the windows at the light.
Make some
Thank
cookies. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, whatever you gotta do.
People are out there selling burritos in Walmart
Thank
parking lot.
you.
Why not? Yeah.
It's a
It's
mile
the truth. Yeah, they're good too. I bought them.
Yeah. Yo, 22.3 Take Over Vegas Radio. I'm your host, DJ Bagger. We got my guy Johnny in the building. Woo!
What's going on? Back
Oh, man,
again.
back
I'm loving
again.
it.
Oh man, he touched on something I really want him. Before I ask him the question, and before we get to 212, he has an awesome program for people who want to do real estate. It's a training program, and I'm gonna let you take it away. Go right ahead.
Absolutely. So this is Direct Real Estate VT. So if you've been watching the show for the last 45 minutes or so, you heard a lot about our real estate career. So what we decided to do was take that, ball it up, put it onto an online training program. Due to COVID, there's not as much training in brokerages. Also, at the same time, less brokers are training, period. If you don't have what it takes from the gate, they're basically throw you to the wind. So what we did is we took what worked for us and made us successful and has taken us to the top 100 realtors in Las Vegas, put it into an online platform that's making access 24 hours a day.
Mhm.
And also I included right now, this isn't going to last forever, but currently there is live coaching with me. You'll get an hour of my time once a week.
Ooh,
So I'm doing that once a week, every Friday at 5.
nice.
So it's just like what I did over the last couple of years is go to events, spend time with the Grant Cardones, Bradley's, Albert Preciado. I mean, everybody you can imagine that's a big influencer,
Yeah.
and dissected, interview just like we're doing now, and put all that information plus the real estate side and how to sell real estate into a program. You're getting what I spent over $100,000 in material and education on into a system that you can buy for less than $60 a month. And I did that just to help people. I'm not generating large income off that. The numbers are so small.
That's
But
smart.
what I want is if we can work with a bigger pool of realtors, a bigger network, if you're in New York, I can send you deals to New York because I know you're a performing agent.
Oh wow.
And because I'm from New Jersey, naturally have deals out there. If you're in California, because we do real estate across the United States, I want to work with
Nice.
good realtors. And how do I know that?
Yeah.
Because I know them face to face is what it comes down to. So this is something we put our love and creation, money, and hard work and sweat into.
Hey, see
Ugh.
now, if someone takes the program, would you hire them personally, or can you send them out or would you want to send them out to other people, or because
If they take the program,
yeah.
yeah, based on their performance of the program, because we have people just like anything come into the program and they don't put their hard work in. I'm not going to hire you if you don't put the work in, because the program isn't a magic pill. The program's a system. And if you follow this system, if you're doing 0 deals, I guarantee you'll be at 3 within 90 days. If you're doing 1 or 2, I guarantee I'll have you at 5 within 90 days.
Ooh.
So, but if you come
Nice.
in and just like grandmom said, hey, come on over and make cookies, but you don't put nothing in the oven, they aren't making themselves.
That's
She's
true.
got the secret recipe, but you got to put the elbow grease in. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's
Mhm.
right.
Yep.
That is awesome. Now, before we get to the questions, that'll be the last part. That's
Yep.
the fun part. Okay, now 212. Now, who's involved? Can anyone do it? What age
Anybody.
group?
It's
You
a
know,
free program.
free program.
It's a free program.
18 and up, or
Anybody could do it, but if you're under 18, I want you to consult your mother, father, whoever your responsible adult is, because there is a tougher part with physical challenges. I don't want to instruct somebody that had a back surgery to be working out 2 days a week. So that that cannot happen or anything else. But we're taking everybody on. If somebody comes to me and they're under 18, I'm going to say, hey, do a video chat with your mom.
Oh,
So they
okay,
know.
great.
Yeah, because I want everybody to know they're kids at the end of the day.
Sure.
We're giving a lot of positivity through it as far as better physical shape, hitting goals, self-development at the end of the day,
True.
accomplishing,
Their mental's
tasks
a lot better.
across the board.
Oh man, that's
So,
awesome.
and then when you say everybody, this isn't free. This does not cost money. I'm not asking people to spend money with me. I'm doing this because I want better people. I think we all can be
There
better
you
people
go.
at the end of the day, better version of ourselves.
That's correct. That's
You know.
correct. You're just doing your part in the industry to help people just all across the board. Even if they're not
100%.
realtors, anybody. They can do this
100%.
program, 212. Now, is there a website or how can they follow you? Instagram, all that. That's what I'm having. They're like,
Yep.
should I follow him?
Yep. So for the 212 site, if you
Okay.
want to go, that's an Instagram as of right now.
Okay.
You can find that at
Mm-hmm.
212
Okay.
Turn Up the Heat.
Turn up the heat,
Yep.
y'all.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
So that's where you'd find the 212 page naturally. I have a different page for my personal, my real estate, Johnny Richardson Jr., the Shark.
Mhm.
You can always, if you want to follow my other stuff, I hate throwing too much at people, but strictly on the challenge portion,
Yeah.
at 212, Turn Up the Heat. That's where you'll
212.
find that as far as that part there. We're in the middle of building so much out right now as far as that, and with like websites, it's in the creation right now.
Nice.
So, but as far as that goes, naturally, like I said, I didn't put this together to generate a bunch of income. So we're putting it together now just to get the message out, show people, help people. And you're welcome to send me a message. I'm going to answer it through there and
That's
say,
right.
hey, how do I do this? Hey, send me my checklist. If you want
There
a
you
copy of the checklist, send me a message today. I'll shoot you over a checklist that will go down those items. And I'll
Right.
tell you one thing, if I was going to give you any advice with it right now,
Yeah.
forget about being perfect, or forget about having the perfect setup for next week or next month, which is Tuesday. Just start. Just start.
Just do
That's all
it.
that matters.
Yeah.
The first step is all that matters. You take the
Right.
first step, get yourself in motion,
Mhm.
and I promise you, within a couple weeks there, you're going to see differences mentally, physically, across the board, to where you're like, man, look at what I was 2 weeks ago. Now imagine what I'll be 3 months from now, 2 months from now, so on and so forth.
Nice, nice. Okay. And say like someone, I'm getting a question. If someone doesn't have a gym membership, what could they do that alternative?
So as far as in the program, you're 45 and a half minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2 workouts, 1 cardio, 1 weights.
Mm-hmm.
So to take COVID, for example,
Yeah.
so a lot of gyms were shut down.
Yeah.
So if you have 1 cardio, I mean, you may live in Utah where it snows. You may live in
Right.
California where it not as much like south.
Mm-hmm.
So cardio, you can literally go out there and run. Now
Mm-hmm.
you just go out there and run, or whether it's around your park, whether it's around any place at all. If you don't have a gym and you don't have weights, I'm going to let you know something. There is a very impressive gentleman that started out just doing push-ups, pull-ups from a window, like right there, or
Wow.
trunk of a tree,
Oh, wow.
or even when you position a chair with like your triceps going down.
There you go.
And this was Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you read his book. That's just how he started out. This is how he got into competitions.
Nice.
So he didn't have any. So my point is one is cardio, one is weights. If you don't have access to weights and you don't have a gym,
Mhm.
simply doing push-ups, sit-ups, and body movements, which you can find 1,000 of them, and you can reach out to me. I'll give you some advice on some as well.
Nice.
And you can do all that stuff. Some of the people in better shape
Mhm.
are in home workouts versus the gym. because the guys in the gym
That's
aren't
true.
using
She
them.
says that too.
Yeah, they aren't using them proper. They're just in there goofing off. And then somebody at home is serious. Like, if I'm going to do this at home, I'm going to be real. So,
Right.
you know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's awesome. So, once they're done with the program, can they contact you, let you know their experience with it? What kind of
100%.
feedback would you like?
I would like all the feedback.
Okay.
Beginning, during, after.
Okay. How about if
100%.
someone said, "What if it's bad feedback?"
I'm okay with that.
He said
I take
he don't
everything. Yeah.
care.
Yeah, I'm fine with that 100%. I'd
Yeah.
rather that. Yeah, if they are like, hey, I don't like this or don't like that or whatever it might
Like,
be.
people are always
I'm
so
an
random
open-minded
with
person.
stuff.
I'm not making a commitment on changing anything, but I want to know how your experience was.
Right? He's not changing shit.
Yeah.
right here.
But I want to know how you felt. Yeah,
That
100%.
means you can't do it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't try to be negative. What? I was like, we need positive questions. Okay. These are the questions here. What is your favorite movie?
Man,
Oh my
that's-
God. Ladies. He has a lady in here. I'm going to have
Yeah,
her talk to
yeah,
y'all
I
on
know,
air.
I know. As far as favorite movies, man, what do you think it is?
You know, you're a gangster,
Yeah,
so I thought he was going to say.
Brothers.
No,
I thought
I
he was
wouldn't-
going to say
Hot-
Scarface.
War
or, you know?
Dogs.
No, actually, I'm like go back and forth between cars. Like Fast and Furious was one of my,
Hey.
War
that,
Dogs?
yeah, War Dogs is another
What's
one.
the one with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh,
that you
Wolf
like?
on Wall Street?
Wolf
He
of
was on
Wall
Wall
Street.
Street.
I
Like
Wolf of
that.
Wall
knew
Street.
it. Yes.
War Dogs, Wolf of Wall Street, they're both entrepreneur movies that are based off of real stories. They were true. So War Dogs, they went ahead and they did government contracts, weapons, and built a huge operation. Now they went bad. You know,
Yeah.
they did some bad stuff, kind of like Wolf of Wall Street. I kind of like that bad boy kind of stuff
I was
sometimes.
gonna say you like Bad Boys too.
Yeah, yeah, I do. So Wolf of Wall Street, that's right up there as well. That was an awesome one. And it goes, granted, at the end of the day, both those guys got in trouble. They could have made some other decisions,
Right.
but their experiences, what they went through, you can't take those away. They all put in the hard work to
That's
get
true.
themselves there.
That's true.
So it
Can't
just-
take that away.
Yeah, 100%. People are say all the time, like, oh man, that person's got it so good. You're seeing the front end. You didn't see what happened behind curtains.
All the losses.
Yeah, and
That's what I
regardless, if they made a good decision or a bad decision, they still put in hard work. You got to respect that.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right. Your favorite casino game?
Favorite casino? It's actually roulette.
Hey,
Yeah,
me too.
it's roulette. Yeah,
The
definitely.
black or the red?
Yeah, I have fun with roulette.
Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I'll get
And
on
they're-
there.
Your favorite number?
Favorite number is 11.
Ooh, yes, that's a great number. That's an angel number. Your favorite color?
Favorite color is going to be black.
I know it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your favorite quote?
Favorite what?
Favorite quote? Like
Quote?
inspirational, motivational quote. I see that you have it like in the background in your office or something. That's
I do.
something
In the background in the office is what I was going to say the shark.
Yeah.
So I have a ton of quotes, but as far as right now, what I would go with is, I'm not afraid of death
Mm.
or dying.
Ooh.
The only thing that scares me is not trying.
Ooh. God, I gotta steal. Because ego is not your.
Amigo. You got that right.
Yes, and last but not least, the fun one. What's your most favorite thing about your gorgeous fiance?
Man,
Oh, she's just
man.
looking like,
Yeah,
say
I know.
something.
Most favorite thing. Most favorite. I have a lot of them. I'll tell you what. As far
Yeah.
as what I love about Katie, she's an amazing person, and she's just
Aw.
happy no matter what. I get grouchy. She, she's an amazing person to be around. Even when I get grouchy, she's amazing. She knows how to bundle it up, and I love you, baby. She does this little thing when I get annoyed, and she just goes, "I love you, I love you."
Oh.
Yeah, she's a whole
That's
ball of
cute.
joy and everything else.
And then
I
you're
mean,
like, I feel bad.
it is. I knew she was a good person when I first met her and started picking up on
Oh.
those things. I was like, man, I can't break this one.
You're like, she don't
Yeah.
care about my mood swings. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. So thank you so much.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
Man, you're awesome. Tell them how to find you on social media one more time because people are just, God, they're so late to the
Absolutely.
game here.
Definitely. If you want to go specifically and follow me just direct for the challenge, that's going to be at 212 Turn Up the Heat.
Ooh.
If you want to check my personal stuff, which has a lot of real estate and a lot of more content in there, you're going to find me at Johnny Richardson
Yes.
Jr., the Shark. you'll see a picture of a shark. So whatever way you want to go, I'm not telling you have to follow both, but whatever you're interested in, more interests you. But definitely jump on there and send me a message once again if you have questions, whether it's real estate, entrepreneurship, building yourself, even the challenge you're curious, you have a couple questions. I'm a pretty simple person. I like to just build relationships.
That's right. And don't make him mad because he
Yep.
said he's moody. So
You got it. You got it.
That's what's up. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming.
Hey,
Thank you
our
so much,
pleasure.
sweetheart. You
Our
guys are
pleasure.
Awesome. And don't go nowhere. Coming up next, Foxy Rebel Yell with Sex, Box, and Rock and Roll. Let's get it. Ooh-wee, that's
Boom,
it.
baby. Rock and roll. That was a
So
good
if you
show.
want to end it right here and just let them know how to find you. Before we
What's
end
going
it.
on, everybody? If you want to find me on social media, specifically just the 212 challenge, you would go to @212 Turn Up the Heat on Instagram. If you just want to follow my other content, real estate related and so on and so forth, that's at Johnny Richardson Jr., the Shark. Those are the best two ways. If you're on the Instagram, you can find me under Johnny Richardson as far as Facebook, if that goes. But go ahead and look me up, whoever I can help you with, whether it's on the building yourself up, goals period, you're not into real estate, 212, take advantage of it. No matter what you do out there, you want a better version of yourself. Just like Michael Jordan said, the reason why he was amazing, he wasn't playing against you. He was playing against a better version of himself. That's 212. I'll see you later.
Hey, awesome.
That's the
man.
truth. That's what he used to say.
Is it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I met his trainer.
Really?
Yeah, his trainer was unbelievable, Tim Grover.
Oh, wow.
So Tim Grover, interesting story about
His
Tim Grover.
trainer?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So Tim Grover,
Wow, I'd have been-
back in the day when those trainers would recruit big talent
Yeah.
in basketball, football, it was in the 80s.
Oh.
They would send letters, probably early 90s, somewhere as well. So he sent letters to everybody on the team except for Michael Jordan. Because he was like, this guy's so good, he doesn't need me. Do you know that everybody on that team did not call him except for Michael Jordan? And the reason why is he goes, man, I'm mad. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, you sent my entire team a letter besides me. You don't want to work with me? And Grover picked him up. And that's when Grover said, that's when I realized it's the ones that are really good at performing are the ones that are hungry for more. And that's who you want to look out for. Most people are afraid to approach those people because they're doing so great. They're like, why do they need me? But they're
Correct.
actually seeking, where can I get more? Where
be
can
the
I get
best.
more? Where can I get more?
That's true.
So he has a really good book called Relentless. And he talks about there are different levels of athletes and performers. One of those is a cleaner, like Michael Jordan. And being a cleaner is somebody that's so good in their field, they don't even acknowledge it.
Oh, wow.
They don't acknowledge. They're like, I'm never good enough. I'm always trying to get here. They could have all the money in the world, but they're like, no, I have to be here. I have to be here. It's not the fact of not being appreciated. It's the fact of hunger and having that hunger to hit a new level every day.
They don't want to plateau. They just want to
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, because plateauing is really dying at the end of the day if you're doing the same. You do it year after year, somebody's
That's
going to
so
pass you.
cool. How did you get to meet with him? You just met him?
I went through an event. I went with Grant Cardone, and I'm at lunch, and I got this VIP lunch. This guy comes up, older guy, and I start talking to him. Super cool. You could tell he was laser cut.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's your name? He's like, Tim Grover. I'm like, what's your specialty? He's like, I coach the best of the best. Like who? He's like, Michael Jordan. And then he started a lot of basketball players. Basketball is really his thing. But athletes across the board, mostly basketball.
Really?
Yeah, and when he got up on
He must have been
stage,
so insightful.
yeah, he knew. He was not afraid to call you out too. This guy's like laser cut. If he sees anything, I mean, he'll call you. I was in a crowd of 500 people, and I went up there to ask a question, and I was talking. They said, "You read the book?" And I was like, "Yeah." Did you read? He got up in my face. Yeah, he doesn't mess around. That's the way he coaches. He's like on you.
Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't do it to be mean.
Were you like,
Yeah.
Did you
No.
read the book?
I did read it. Yeah, but to be honest, I did it that night because I didn't read what I was supposed to. And I was like, I'm reading this sucker.
I'm so scared.
I know, God, he had me on my heels.
That's hilarious. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take a picture.
Yeah,
of it back
100%. Yeah. No, I'll be rocking.
here. These are awesome.
There you go. All right. Ready for this?
This is
In front of this one or this one?
this one right
This
here.
one?
Yeah.
Are you jumping in the picture? Are you?
I'm gonna
You're
take
good.
one of them too, and then I'm taking one of them.
Right.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
Oh, rocking.
Yeah, yeah. There we go.
Good to go? Right.
That's awesome.
Perfect. I'm digging it. I'm
That's
digging it.
cool. That's cool. Do you mind letting me know how you like the Power X? You know.
Yeah, I like it. It's good stuff. It is. I probably won't drink it every day because it has sugar.
For
Is
sure.
that is what?
I don't think you have sugar.
It says 25 grams. Is there a sugar-free one? Because that's even better.
Yeah.
No, it
exactly.
Oh, this is no artificial sweetener, so it's probably like
Natural sugar, which isn't as bad.
Yeah. If you don't mind, the sponsors usually just let us do like a little video or something.
Yeah, I'll do that. You want me to do one?
Now do you
I like it. I'm down for it. I can do that. Yeah.
All right. Ready? Ready?
Power X. Okay.
I'm like, hold on. Okay, ready? And go ahead.
Here's the deal, folks. If you want to take it to a 212 level, what you're looking for is Power X. This is how I fuel up my day, take it to the next degree. If you want something that tastes delicious and makes you incredibly on fire and just ready to dominate your space, drink this stuff today, right now. Power X is on fire.
Hey. Oh, he's gonna love that thing.
Ah, good, good.
He's gonna tag you like, that's what's up. We got a lot of
100% definitely. I like it, girl.
You're awesome.
Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Come back
Where's your
anytime.
trash can at?
Oh, you can just put it up there.
You
And,
got any shirt?
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Smells so good with these candles.
I know, right?
We're trying to make sure it smells grown and sexy.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
Definitely.
If you have anything you guys want to promote, always come back and promote it.
Yeah,